Hi guys. Thank you so much for coming in. I was really excited to hear from you. So, Mom, you're the one that's reached out. It seems like everyone's agreed to come in, so I'm glad to see you all here. I wanted to do a quick check-in with everybody to make sure I have everyone's names, ages, get an idea of sort of who you are. So, who do we think really wants to start here? Do you want to start with Mom since she's the one who reached out? So that would be my first segment, sort of trying to gather who's who to start with. I want to know who's who, and then I kind of want to gather how they react to each other talking. I want to see who seems to dominate conversation, who seems to be very quiet, distant. That will be the start. One of the other things I think I might want to do after that first meeting of like this very first introductions is talk about, so what's the problem here? So you guys have come in and I see a nice little family here. What is it that really brings you in to talk with me? I want to know what's going on. I want to see if you, nameless daughter, Kathy, Kathy, if you could tell me what it is you think has brought everyone in for the session today. What do you think we're here to really talk about? I get the feeling that she might think it's her. So if she can bring that up, hope that she doesn't get interrupted. However, if she does get interrupted, I hope to have it set up in my room that one person will speak at a time. Thank you. I hear you, Mom. I really do. But I want you to wait for a moment because I want everyone in this room to feel heard. Brother is feeling grumpy or throwing blame out there. I think, well, I hear you and I can see your perspective, but let's let Mom and Dad talk, or Mom and Dad are fighting with each other, and like this seems like this is something that you guys know well. I see this interaction between the two of you parents that might be something that you do often. And do you know about this? Do you see this often, kids? Is this a story that you guys have seen played out elsewhere? Because it looks like something you guys have down pat, or blaming, interrupting, blaming is to say, well, that seems like a strong statement for you to say that this is all your wife's fault for being very emotional and not teaching your children how to regulate their own emotions, or the wife saying, well, depression runs in your family and it's not because of my sister that this happened, it's because of you, or something like that. I could easily jump in and say, those are some really strong statements to put on one person, and do you really think that that's true? Does that really seem true to you? And when she says that, do you believe her? Or when he says that, do you think that's really how he feels? If he weren't saying that, are you feeling like that's true? If he hadn't said it, what do you think? Do you feel like you are accepting blame anyway, even if he didn't say anything? Ending this session, this is a very complex session that I'm hoping we'll go back to later and talk a little bit more about. Specifically, I really want to address this with the Bolinian theory, but we're not there yet. So I think I would end this session talking about, okay, so we've addressed what the problem is. This is what the problem is. I see what you mean. Your family has been hit by tragedy and some very, very deep emotional pain. There's been lots of loss and a lot of struggle. And I can see that you want to have better relationships with one another, but it seems like communicating together isn't going so great. right now. Maybe people aren't really fully being heard. Maybe they're feeling a little bit like you can talk and talk all you want, but no one's really listening. And if we can break through that, if you can all commit to breaking through to that, then that's what we're really gonna focus on. I think your homework for this next week is gonna be, I want you to all come up with, together, your own idea of what this would look like if there were no problem. How would you all interact together if what you've identified as the problem isn't there? Because I want to get an idea of where you might want to go. So let's try that out for this week. And while you're doing that, I want you to think about how you're interacting with one another. And then come back, and we'll see what we can do. Mom and Dad, I want the two of you to really think about how your children view you. What do they see when they watch you? Because, as so many people say, they're always watching and they're always listening. So give that some thought. Next time when we come back, we'll talk about it. Thanks so much.